Hey everyone, Goose here with Bad Gaming. Expanding the channel, just going to show you some things we're going to do. We're going to do some DraftKings. We've done what it looks like 10 contests so far. I've placed in about half of them. Started with $100 up to almost $300. Pretty good return on my investment. So today's mission is to join a $12 contest. Um, I always like to do only single entries, so something like they call like fair catch or um, post. There's stuff like that. I also like to do early entries only. So here you go. Fair catch, $12. Total prize pool of 300,000. That's our mission. So we're going to go ahead and enter this. Yep, this sounds good. We're going to go ahead and draft a team. What I like to do is I like to start with the defense. Because then it will set the average remaining salary you can have for all their players. And getting this one out of the way gives you an idea of what you have to work with. Um, the Christian McCaffrey's not in the game. Arizona's playing pretty solid. Um, this would be a one that I would like. Indianapolis has been pretty solid this year. If you see here, they've performed about 15 points per game. They're going against Chicago with Nick Foles. Nick Foles can make a team electric. Um, so I think I would go with that one. So we'll set our average remaining salary here. The goal, honestly, some people don't realize this. The goal isn't to spend all your money, but this will give you an idea of like what you can get away with. Because the people who generally win these contests pick a guy that goes off. Like I think last week it was Jefferson from Minnesota. Like to draft that guy, $3,000 maybe. And if you had him, which only like 1% of people did, you made some money. So you just got to figure out, what you're doing there with that. Then what I like to do next is kind of go with the quarterback position. I'm going to go with Russell Wilson. I have him in my regular fantasy league with friends, but I'm going to go with him on this one because he's going against Miami. Their running back Chris Carson is injured, so I think a lot of it's going to fall on Russell Wilson. I think he's going to have a day, four touchdown kind of day. Um, so that's kind of where we're going to go with that one. And then I also like to kind of go with a receiver from that same pool, so you double up your points because he's going to have a big day. Metcalf has been phenomenal. Tyler Lockett, he blew up last week as well. But we're going to go with Metcalf. All right. So after I do those two, I like to go into my tight end, which is generally a lower salary, and you just kind of find one that you think is going to make a good run. I'm not going to go with Engram against LA, the LA Raiders. Greg Olson, no, don't want too many Seahawks. Austin Hooper's not done much. Schultz has been solid, so Schultz might be a good choice here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Then we'll go into our receivers and start picking some below average price receivers that have a chance to break out. Landry's been having a rough start. I think he's only been, if you click on him, I'll tell you like how many targets he's had. So, so far he's only had 13 targets. And in those, he converts a lot high percentage of those targets, so that's good. But I don't think he's had any touchdowns. Yeah, nothing. So he could have a breakout game, right? And he's under the average cost. He was 5,100, so that's good. And then we'll go down a little further, and we'll just see if we find somebody who's going to have even a bigger breakout. Beasley is outperforming Brown at the moment with targets. If you look at here, he's gotten 20 targets, converted 75% of those. Still no touchdowns, but he's getting a healthy amount of targets. So we're going to go ahead and go with Beasley. And that gives us $6,000 to play with in our most important positions. So we go in here. No one's going to draft him. We got some people who are COVID. We got Christian McCaffrey, who is the top running back on IR at the moment. So who here is going to have potential to have a breakout game? Kenny and Drake. This is at our threshold. And yeah, if we look at his performance, he's had 18 attempts last week, 73 yards. He's had only one touchdown to date. So he's going against a team that has the potential to really carve it up. Carolina's defense is god-awful. I think they let Leonard Fournette run for 100 yards 2 weeks ago on like 8 carries. um, yep, so that's that. Um, I don't really know. Like some of these other ones are going to be just kind of like Burkhead last week. I think he had like 3 touchdowns. He just exploded. So I think a lot of people are going to gravitate towards him. So a lot of people are going to have this player for a low cost. I don't think he's going to do anything. Adrian Peterson, I heard they're going to lean on him again some more. Um, so far, he's had 43 attempts. He's got no touchdowns. This could be a breakout game for him. He's going against a decent defense in New Orleans, but nothing, like that's kind of like one that you need to like make a break. So like if we pick Adrian Peterson here, we have $7,300 for our flex player, and that kind of puts us in Eckler range, which is he's amazing, right? He had a great week last week. He had 59 yards, but if you look at his receiving, he had sworn, yeah, he had a touchdown. There you go. I think, yeah, look at that. He got 31 points. He had a pretty big week. And they're just going to use him more and more. So I think that's going to be our team. And again, you don't really have to worry about not spending all your money. And this lineup here could do some work. Ooh, damn, I already entered in the contest. Well, that's just kind of my thoughts behind it.